So I've just had a delivery and I thought, do you know what? I can't resist using this as content. I mean, let's face it. Just put my shirt on. Right, so let's face it, a lot of what we do is all about the videos and getting attention and one thing and another for whatever reason, be that to sell coins, give them away, whatever. And, you know, we've had all sorts of things going on, as you know, on our channel over the time. And I told you recently, I told all of you, didn't I, about Beatrix Pot Shop. And I told you how you could go and get a load of the silver proofs if you was quick for 25 quid each. They had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And, and I said to you that that is an unbelievable buy. And it's an unbelievable buy simply because the wholesale price of a silver coin is around 50 quid. That's to buy it direct from the wholesalers, who is a big, massive wholesalers that buys it direct from the mint. Excuse me, scratching my nose. They're around about 50 quid to buy. So when you've got a Beatrix Potter shop selling them off at 25 quid, you absolutely know there's a couple of things, not too sure which, but you know that how is that possible is answered by a simple couple of things. As I said to him when I spoke to him on the phone, number one, you've either invested a phenomenal amount of money that you're now stuck with a load of stuff and you're just out in it to get rid of it and get your money back, or you've got such a good deal with the Royal Mint that you're buying these coins cheaper than anybody else in the world. It can only be one or the other. There is no in between. They didn't tell me which, but that's why they were 25 quid. And for as long as they've got these for sale, the price and the value of a silver coin is only 25 quid. And the reason it's only 25 quid is because at any moment you can just nip over to the Beatrix Pot Shop and get one, because they've had hundreds, remember? They did have. But I've got to do some bobbing and weaving, haven't I? I've got to do a little bit of ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving. I've got to get back to the old Ian, the old buying and selling, the old boy that knows a bargain, that can spot it and sniff it from 2 miles away. I've got to get back to a bit of that. So I raised a bit of money, didn't I, with the old shares, and you know, a few of you have helped us out in one way or another. And I've also raised another bit of money, which I'll talk about another day, not for this video. And I did what I took my own advice, what I've been telling you. I said to you, any of you have got the money and you can lay that money out, get as many as you can, clear them out. If you've got the money to clear them out, clear them out. The person that clears them out is the person that dictates the price. The moment they haven't got any, the price then starts going up. No one's going to sell them for less. They'd be a bit daft too. So the price will only just go up, but they have to sell out first, because that is the cheapest place in the world where you can go and buy Beatrix Potter, absolute silver coins. That one's a Mrs. Tittlemaus. And it is the cheapest place in the world for you to be able to go and buy these coins. Once they're sold out, they're no longer the cheapest place in the world to buy the coins. And at that kind of price, well, you can't lose money. It's one of those things where I tell you about a no-lose gamble. If you ever hear me talk about a no-lose gamble, right, a no-lose gamble, this is one of those things. And when you hear me talk about a no-lose gamble, they're the things you need to be jumping on. I shouldn't say words like you should or you need to or whatever, but from a point of view of getting a good deal and making money, right, a no-lose gamble is perfect. And this is a no-lose gamble because no matter what, you cannot lose money. Supposing they've paid more than 25 quid and they're losing money selling them off at 25 quid. But you buying them at 25 quid, you cannot lose money at that. Cannot lose money. Bring them back out in 6 months' time, sell them for 50 quid each, and they will fly off the shelf. So, I did exactly that. I raised the money, made some phone calls, did some bobbing and weaving, sold some shares, talking like an old market trader now, and I cleared them out. So they've got no more left. Go onto the Beatrix Potter Shop, there are no more silver proofs. The only 50p's they've got are 2 bunces in a Royal Mint packet. But, and this is why this video is so important. This video should be a training video for the Beatrix Potter Shop. I hope you people at the Beatrix Potter Shop, this is not me, I spoke to somebody at the Beatrix Potter Shop, because when I placed the orders, they phoned me up. They were doing their due diligence. They phoned me up to make sure it wasn't a bent order and somebody using a dodgy card, whatever, and give them their credit. And lovely lady, and if you're watching this, lovely lady, you are a very lovely lady. I spoke to her on the phone, very polite, you know, couldn't be more helpful. That said, and she was lovely lady, very helpful people from what I've experienced, right? But that said, somebody is letting the side down. Somebody is letting the side down and putting at risk thousands of pounds, thousands upon thousands of pounds. And that is ridiculous. As a man that's just had £100,000 worth of stock lifted from me under my very nose, this is almost criminal as to what has happened here. And I told her that on the phone. I told her on the phone, I told the lady, I could tell you that there are 10 of these missing, nothing you can do about it. I could tell you there's 30 of these missing, there's nothing you could do about it. Whatever I tell you is missing now, that's my word and you have to take it. There is nothing you can do. And the reason there's nothing you can do is because of the absolutely outrageous packaging. Now we start with this box. This box will be full of silvers. And you might look at that and you might go, well, what's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that box. Right, nothing wrong with that box. This is terrible packaging. For people out there, this is why I want to use this as a training video. I've been wrapping and packing parcels now for, let me see, around 30 odd years, right? 30 odd years I've been wrapping and packing parcels. And there's a story that I often talk about, and that story is, after putting in a few claims for damaged goods, I had a manager of Parcel Force come and visit me. And we had a meeting, and he wanted to see how I package stuff. And he said to me, what I'm going to do is, he said, you package up some stuff and I will simulate things happening on the delivery, and we'll see if we can't bash your parcel about, and then we'll open it up and then we'll see what it's like. And that will tell us what your packing's like. I said, all right then. So I packed this box up as normal, and he threw it around my office. He got up on a table and he threw it. He actually got up on a chair. He brought in a big sack barrow. Now I had a sack barrow, he didn't bring it in, I had one. Big old metal railway sack barrow, right? Metal, heavy things they are. And he stood on a chair and he threw that on top of the box. I went, what are you doing? He said, well, you know, sometimes he said you could get like an axle or something like that, and the postman's just chucked it in the back of the lorry and it's landed on your parcel. I'm thinking, Christ, what are you doing with the parcels? Would it not be better to educate the people that actually deliver the parcels rather than try and educate the people that pack them? But still, this is true. This is all true. So I learned very quickly about stuff. And one of the things I always say is, I pack a parcel personally. If you can take that parcel, if you can take it upstairs, if you can throw it out of an upstairs window and it can hit concrete and there's no damage, then you've packed that parcel correctly. This one here that I'm holding in my hand, if I go and take this upstairs, throw it out the window and let it hit the deck, let it hit the concrete, we're going to have some damaged boxes. Obviously I'm not going to do that, that would be stupid. But you may say, well, this is all stupid. No, it bloody ain't, because I've been a parcel driver. I've worked with parcel drivers. I'm as guilty as the next man. When I was doing the job of delivering parcels, you get a parcel, you throw it in the back of the lorry. And I remember nobody taught me anything. And I remember when I first started, this bloke came out. He came running out. He went, oi, 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 careful, careful. They've got computers in them. I didn't even know what a computer was. That was right at the beginning of the computer and all that and stuff. But there's me, you know, way lifting the box in. People that deliver parcels, it's the people like the people that come and deliver it to the door. They treat your parcel with a lot more care than your parcel gets treated with en route. En route, we've all seen the videos and the documentaries. They're playing football with them, they're throwing them around, right? These people are having fun and having a laugh in the warehouse. So what's wrong with this parcel? First and foremost, what's wrong with this parcel is it's full of very valuable stuff, and it is a single skin box. You've used a single skin box for very valuable stuff. That falls in a puddle, water gets in the back of the lorry, anything like that goes on, they chuck it in a place where there's water in the warehouse and water soaks that cardboard box, it's going to fall to pieces. And that bit of tape you've got ain't going to be doing it a lot of good. So that's the first problem with the box. It's a very valuable item and you've put it in a single skinner. And when we're talking value, I mean, we're talking, there's going to be over £1,000 in there, a couple of £1,000 in there, right? Right. What else is wrong with this box? Top and bottom. There's the top. So there's the top of the box. There's no tape along there. None. None whatsoever. No tape along there. Let's turn it upside down. No tape along there. And no tape along the top. Right, so that's lazy taping, that is. This was taped with a tape gun. I can tell that. It was taped with a tape gun. Boom, boom, they've gone with a tape gun. So you're using a tape gun, which is faster anyway. Boom, boom. And of course, when you do along the corners here, it takes a bit longer because this is the correct way to do a corner. I'm going to show you. And I hope you can see it from there. When you do boxes, that edge needs to be covered. It needs to be covered because it needs to be secure. It needs to stop anything getting in. Let alone little Danny's. Right, my hands are a bit big for this box. Can you see that? Just one piece of tape, boom, boom, there it is. Now, for extra security, what I would do, see that bit along the top there? I would go one down there, and then I'd do that. Now, can you see the difference? And I hope the people in the packing department of Beatrix Potter are watching this vid. I really do. Can you see the difference between that bone idle, lazy packaging, where you do not give a monkey's about the people that are paying your wages, to that? Nice and secure, easy peasy. The only difference is, I did it manually, you used a tape gun. You're doing it for quickness. Quick, 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 quick. So you're going for quantity rather than quality. You're going to get as many boxes as you can done as quick as you bloody can. And either your head is somewhere else, or you really don't care about the people that are paying your wages. And that really sticks in my craw. I hate it when you pay somebody wages and they treat you like they don't give a toss. I hate that. If you can't respect my wages, if you can't respect the customers, if you can't respect the product, get out. Get out and go and do bulldozing for a living. Go and work in a scrapyard. Go and work somewhere where you can be just, I don't know, not what you got to do here. I don't want to be little people at scrapyards. I realised that almost happened there because I could be, that's not the point. The point is, if you're not going to do the job properly, get out. And management of Beatrix Potter, the other thing that I would say to somebody like that is, do not bang the door on your way out. So why is that so important? I can't even get my hand in there, can I? No, but look at that, that just ripped and I'm just picking it up. That's just so, right? Okay. I'll tell you something else as well. We haven't even opened the box yet, but let's open the box. I guarantee you that the inside of this box is not packed correctly. I bet they've just chucked it in with a load of old paper. That's what I reckon. Let's have a look, shall we? Harder to open as well. When you tape it correctly, they're harder to open. You can take any one of my parcels anytime, whether I wrap one of them or whether I wrap a china plate. You can throw it out of an upstairs window, you can let it hit the deck on the concrete and it ain't going to break. Just brown paper chucked in the top. Invoice. Look at this. I knew it. I just knew it by the way that it was done. I've been doing this for too long. Can you see that? A little bit of bubble wrap just chucked on the top. And when I say chucked on the top, it's not even been put in there properly. I know some of you that see my packaging, you'll see me use everything. I will use second-hand everything. I'll pay for virtually nothing. And I will recycle everything I can think of. I sent someone a china mug the other day, wrapped up in one of them dirty great shopping bags. Because that's what I had to hand. I didn't want a shopping bag. That'll do. Because what's important is how it is inside and it's secure, right? It can't bang about. This is just what they've done. They've put a bit of bubble wrap in the bottom of the box. Then they've just chucked them all in, right? Chucked them all in, look. And then just gone like that with a bubble wrap and then filled up a bit of space in the top. Now, you might think I'm picking, I'm moaning for nothing. No, I'm not. Because having dealt with the Beatrix Potter shop before and feeling like I can trust, yes, I'm going to count everything. Yes, I'm going to check it off against the invoice. But would I actually take the time to check every single box to make sure that there is no damage on any box whatsoever? And check every single box. And no, I wouldn't normally. But now I have to. I have to because of the way it's all been packed. I'm going to get them out and I'm just going to have to look at these because I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I'm pleased at the deal I got, but I'm so annoyed at the way it's all been presented. It's like the people in the warehouse have gone, well, we've put these on sale, it's a bucket of old shit, don't worry about it. Just treat it as such. But that, well, you know, would I do this video if that's all it was? No, I wouldn't. I'd be a bit annoyed. I'd go, you haven't packed that very nice. But, you know, that'd be it. However, we're now into this one. This one is also full of silvers. This one is 3 times as heavy as that one and 3 times as big. The packaging on this one is worse than it is on that one because they've done exactly the same thing. They've got the gun, they've gone down that way, they've done a cross on the parcels because their way of packing is obviously just to do a cross, which is a bad idea. They've done a cross on the parcel, left it at that. Can you see? Can you see? Now we're talking different ballgame now. Let's get up here. Now we're talking different ball game. Bit different to the other one, isn't it? Why is that? I'll show you. It's a bit different to the other one because this one, we just get... The bloody phone went right at that moment, didn't it? So I'm trying to hold the box on my lap. What I've done... Oh, I've got my hand in there. Thanks. So what I've done... Hello? Hello. Let's go through the other side. Hello. You can put your hand in here. You can take out anything you want. Which I did. I put my hand in and I took out a couple of the silvers. You know, because they're all in here. And once you get under the paper that's been chucked on the top, of course they're all in here loose. So easy to get out, you know what I mean? There we go. And I'm doing this because I'm the way that I'm doing it. But imagine somebody got a bit of time. Oh, look at that. That one's open. I'll have that one. And I'll have that one. And I'll have that one. How are you going to know? How are you going to know that this ain't done by somebody en route? How are you going to know that? Thank you, my love.
I'll just leave it there.
Thank you. And more importantly, not to belittle you customers, my customers, or any customers really, but how are you going to know that a customer ain't doing that? How you know I ain't going to go, I've got 15 missing when I've only got 1 missing? How are you going to know? Right, am I making my point? To have sent this much money's worth of stuff, this unsecure, your warehouse manager needs to be demoted. Whoever signed off on that, and I don't like to take people's work away from them, but whoever signed off on that needs to be demoted for a little while, needs to be bunged back into the wrapping and the packing area, because a manager of some description signed off on that. And it's a single skin box, again, in such a big box with such a lot of money's worth of stuff in it, is so naughty, you know. One of the reasons I became self-employed in the first place was because I just couldn't get a job. I tried so hard to get a job, a proper job, what my dad used to call a proper job. I tried so hard, and wherever I would work, I would really work hard. And I hated it when people just went against basic logic, when people did such stupid things. So I'd get myself into trouble. Just. And even lazier, this box is half a box. You could have put the contents of both of these boxes in this one box. You could have. Has this ever happened to you? Where you get space in a box? Now at the moment, what I've been doing, but this is only because I've got hundreds of these and I want to get rid of them. Some of you will notice you'll get some of these in boxes, takeaway boxes. I use that to fill a box. But you know the easiest way, the best and easiest way to deal with this problem, when you have a box, you put stuff in it and the box is far too big, right? I used to do it with my hands. Someone taught me how to do it with my hands, but I'll show you here. Just wallop with the scissors, wallop with the scissors, wallop with the scissors. I mean, it's self-explanatory really. Now I'm saying here, you're going to go, oh yeah. You cut down all 4 sides, you push it all down, and you tape the bugger up properly. You tape it up properly, and that's just going to be an oversized brick, and no one's going to get into it. Thousands of pounds worth of stuff, and you've put it at risk, because I don't know if anybody en route has put their hand in here and taken anything out. Not only that, but I've got to check them all. When you look at this box, even though the Royal Mint box is bigger, in a way it's sort of more delicate than that one. So now you've got to be careful that none of the boxes have been damaged in any way. Because if they have, I'm going to be wanting a refund. And that's just ridiculous when you're selling stuff as a sale anyway. Coronavirus and all that, we all need the money, and we need staff that are going to look after their jobs and actually care and show a bit of interest. You know, people that don't care are people that I've come to learn you do not want as part of your business, because all they do is bring you down and cost you money. So this is me, this is Ian, tgbch.tv. The Great British Coin Hunt, thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com. And I say all this with kindness and jest and love from my bucket. As it happens, on this occasion, oh my goodness, are the Beatrix Potter people really lucky? A, because nothing went missing, and B, because it was me. Otherwise, they could have lost out big time on that, and that's something to learn by.